guys, it's Darren.
And Vilma.
We're DeVille Vinyl. Today we want to give a big thanks to Gordon from the Blackened Hymns Channel, and we're going to go through the remainder of our AC/DC collection. So first, thank you, Gordon, from the Blackened Hymns. We got our prizes. We got them last Saturday. There's Avitarium, which we really enjoyed. This is, I would have to say, that is like theatrical metal. I don't know how else to describe it, but that record sounds like it would be perfect for a soundtrack, for a Tim Burton animated movie. Yeah. But
I enjoyed it.
And then, I mean, who doesn't like Perfect Circle? Maynard. Again, awesome record. I bought their first one. That's the only one I had. So really enjoyed this. There's a song on here that Judith, they played on the radio, at least in this area. I'm not sure if they did it anywhere else. And then he threw in a few stickers.
We love stickers.
Yeah, never liked stickers as a kid, but now I don't know. I'm an adult and now I put stickers everywhere. So,
yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
So we're gonna go through AC/DC. This is with the Brian Johnson era. So these are, we'll go through these pretty quick. Everybody knows these. There's Back in Black. The only thing I gotta say about Back in Black is I've read a couple biographies on Bon Scott, and they've hinted that a lot of Bon's fingerprints are on this. Some of the lyrics are on there, and I never really gave it any consideration when I've had the album since it came out. Always thought, Back in Black, it's the ode to Bon Scott, but after reading those books and just the suggestion that Bon may have written some of these lyrics and listening to it after that, I have to say I agree. I think Bon wrote a lot of this. It might be kind of controversial to say, but if you listen to it, it sounds like Bon's wittiness. It sounds like his cleverness, his double entendres, and then anything after this is the lyrics are completely different. But this is, it sounds right up Bon's alley. At least the lyrics do. So that's that. Next one, for those about to rock.
You're not saying anything about this one?
No, what do you need to say about that? So, and then we got 2 EPs from that era set. This one has For Those About to Rock, and then it has Let There Be a Rock Live from 1981. It's on the Gold Atlantic label. This one, same era, Let's Get It Up, and it has Back in Black Live, again from 1981. Look at the switch. I actually got to get a better copy because somebody wrote on it. They wrote on the label too, but that's on the white. I'll show you that.
The white label.
White Atlantic. Maybe look on the other side. You can see somebody marked it up.
We do love our AC/DC, especially the Bon Scott era.
Fly on the Wall. I like this era, how the label kind of matched the album cover, starting from Back in Black.
That's cool.
From the Stephen King soundtrack, Maximum Overdrive. Who Made Who? Stephen King's a big AC/DC fan. And then I'm missing a couple. I got them on CD, but there's still some holes I need to fill on vinyl. Here's Ball Breaker. Rock or Bust. Let's see. I think this is on Columbia. Yeah, it's on Columbia.
Is that a pick guard in
Yeah,
the back? That's cool.
pickups.
Pickups.
Power Up. This one I haven't opened. This one I got right from the store. Right from the AC/DC store. It's yellow, clear yellow vinyl. I ordered it like 2 months before the record came out. And then when the record debuted, I still didn't have it because the mail last year was crazy. So I thought, this is crazy. It was like 2 weeks after it came out. So I drove by a Walmart and picked this version up. This is the one I opened and listened to. It's on red vinyl.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then Record Store Day last year, I picked I'm not a picture disc person, but I got it anyway. It has Through the Mists of Time and Witch's Spell.
Yeah, this is
Now we got some boots here. This is Problem Child. It says from the legendary Hippodrome concert. And this is from, I think this is from 1977. Yeah, this is 77. So it's on like a gold, orangish gold, clear vinyl. This is Chance, by the way. Say Chance.
our big baby. 70-pound baby.
All our dogs are from the Humane Society. We got
Yeah.
them all from the Humane Society. So this is crazy because this is another boot. It's a concert from '77. But look who they have. I mean, I don't know who made the cover, but obviously they didn't know anything about the band. They got Brian Johnson on here. And make matters worse, I mean, they labeled who was on here, and then this, I don't know if you can see, they got Simon Wright, who took Phil Rudd's place, but neither Bon or Simon were in the band in '77. So this is on an orangish,
Oh, that's a cool color.
orangish red vinyl. But that's that's '77, so that's, you know, the Let There Be Rock era. This one here, this is a Towson State, 1979. So this is another boot. It's the Highway to Hell concert tour, I should say. Again, Bon on that. This thing is, this is a mishmash of stuff. There's some really early stuff from '74, right when, look how young these guys, look at Bon, look at Angus. Look how young Angus looks, like he's 12. But this is, some of this stuff is right like a couple months after Bon joined the band. It's a double LP. It has She's Got Balls, Soul Stripper, Show Business, Can I Sit Next to You, Baby Please Don't Go, Let There Be Rock, Live Wire, Problem Child, Sin City,
TNT.
Bad Boy Boogie. But some of this audio is just horrible. The Baby Please Don't Go, there's two of them on here, two different versions. One of them starts in the middle of the song, and then TNT starts out fine, but halfway through the song it just cuts out. So, and there's some really rare stuff, old stuff on here, but the quality is not good. here's another one. Again, this one's Problem Child, but this one, I think this one says it's from 79. Yeah, this one says from 79, but there's no songs. It says historic radio broadcast, so this is actually from 78, because there's no songs from the Highway to Hell album on here. This is from Powerage. So it can't be the 79 tour, unless it was early 79 before they put Powerage out. I'm not sure. So that's all our AC/DC. Now we have a few that are kind of AC/DC related. So this is the band Bon Scott was in. The Valentines. They were bubblegum pop boy band, really. I mean, he was
So different from
like
AC/DC.
late teens when he was in this.
Yes.
And there is a couple covers on here. So they do on here a cover of Steppenwolf's Sookie Sookie is on here. And then this is really odd. Knick Knack, I don't know if you can see it. Knick Knack Paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Yeah, Knick Knack Paddywhack. This old man. It's really bizarre that they did that. What else is on here? I thought there was another cover. Not on this one. So it's Valentine's from 67 to 70. So the Valentines, from what I understand, they never put out an album. All they did was singles. So this is just a collection of their singles. And this is a record store day, UK record store day. Then here's another Valentine. Look at Bon there. Look how young he looks. Another record store day, or record store day. This one here has, it's almost all the same songs, except they do a cover of Gloria on this. And one of these songs was written by George Young. Yeah, Peculiar Hole in the Sky, written by George, Harry Vanda, and George Young. So George Young and Harry Vanda knew about Bon Scott well before he even joined the band. So they were aware of what he could do and how he could sing. They wrote a few songs for Valentine's. And then after Valentine's broke up, he joined Fraternity. Now this is kind of like a hippie, trippy, folk rock band. All these guys lived out in the woods, jammed, tripped, smoked, drank.
Oh, I like that cover.
So they did 2 albums. This is one. I don't have the other, and this is a record store day reissue. Bon's vocals on here. So they had 2 singers. They actually had 2 singers on the Valentines too. They had two singers on this, and the songs that he did. His vocals are out of this world on this. So if you've never heard this and you're an AC/DC fan, especially a Bon Scott fan, check him out on some of this stuff. His vocals are fantastic. He also played the recorder, a little kitty flute, on one of the songs on here. I think it's called "Season of Change." Let's see this. Season of Change, I think it's called. His vocals are fantastic on there. So that's that. And this is just what's the word I'm looking for? Just a mishmash of stuff that Bond did. So it's got Kerry Gully. So he did that song, Kerry Gully, and Round and Round he did after he left fraternity and right before he joined AC/DC. He went in and recorded those two. And then there's an interview on here. And then there's a couple songs from the Valentines on here as well. This has Sookie Sookie, Every Day I Have to Cry, She Said, Seasons of Change, that's the one, that's the fraternity, that's on here too. So there's a little bit of everything from Bond, pre-AC/DC on here. They got the one fraternity song, a couple Valentines on here. The two songs he did kind of like a solo project. Then there's a couple interviews on this.
Oh look, Banjo, you're on camera.
There's the lady. That's our other dog, Banjo.
Say hi.
This, I was a sucker for buying this. I saw AC/DC and I thought, wow, what is this? Without knowing what it was, I bought it.
Okay, come on.
Here it's just songs that AC/DC cover, but it's not actually them doing the
Banjo.
songs.
Gotta close the door. They hear the neighbors walking around and start barking.
So that's just the original artist. These are all these 50s songs they did. Chuck Berry, a few others. Now this band here, the Marcus Hook Roll Band, this is Angus and Malcolm's older brother. Again, George Young created this band. And Angus and Malcolm play guitar on this before AC/DC. This is kind of how they were cutting their teeth on getting in the studio, recording, playing, being a professional. So their brother George Young really took him under his wing and kind of showed him the ropes. And this is on Parlophone. There's a couple songs you hear on here, and you can kind of hear the beginnings of the AC/DC guitar riff on here. And Malcolm plays, I think Malcolm plays lead mostly on that. It wasn't until early in the AC/DC era that Malcolm decided that Angus was going to be the front man, the lead player. He was just going to sit in the back and be the riffmeister. And this one I showed before. I think it was the first video I ever did, or we ever did. But here's Geordie with Brian. This is a good album. I like this. Brian's vocals are really good. I think his vocals were not as good as Back in Black. I mean, it's hard to beat Back in Black, but really good. EMI record label. Like I said before, I was shocked I found this, because I don't know if Geordie was ever made it internationally. I just figured they were just a national, maybe the UK, Scotland. I don't even know if they made it out of Scotland. Apparently they must have. But I just thought, you know, they were like a UK band. So never thought they'd make it over here in the States. To find this in the States was shocking.
All right.
That's it for this week. Enjoy your week. We got a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Pennsylvania. And we'll see you again.
Bye.